Hey, Real Talk Podcast. Yeah. What up? It's the man about town, Virgil, aka Stats with the Facts. And y'all know y'all tuned into another episode of A Real Talk Podcast, pre-recorded situation. First thing first, as usual, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, smash that like button, share your social engineering. Now, amongst other things I could be talking about today, I think this is the most important issue. SVB Bank shutting down. This is the second largest collapse of a bank in American history. Goldman Sachs was the first one. Oddly enough, Gary Cohn, who was interviewed on this very subject, who used to be the CEO of Goldman Sachs, this guy somehow got elected to being the guy who oversaw the economic committee or something when he was in office under Trump. This guy used to work for Goldman Sachs, right? And Goldman Sachs was one of the banks that was bailed out. You feel me? That's why I said it failed, because Goldman Sachs failed. Goldman Sachs was one of the banks bailed out back in 2008 by our homeboy Barack, right? So we got Gary Cohn on here talking about this situation, and he's trying to fluff the people by saying it's not. He basically was saying it's not the necessary. It's not the responsibility of us, the people, to bail SVB and what's the other one? The other bank out. It's not our responsibility, but it's our duty if we don't want the economy to be severely stricken like it already is, and it's designed to continue to happen. So, no, we should absolutely not bail out SVB or the other bank. I can't remember what the name is. We absolutely should not. We've seen since 2008 how we have definitely not benefited from doing that back in 2008. Right? Even Gary Cohn said that it wouldn't be in the person's best interest if you have a successful business where you generate lots of money. It wouldn't be in your best interest to keep your money in the bank. He even said that. Kevin O'Leary. Say what y'all want about Kevin O'Leary. I like Kevin O'Leary, right? Straight shooter. Even Kevin O'Leary said, old girl on the Good Morning America, whatever TV show that was he was on, old girl try to, go back and forth with Kevin O'Leary like this man don't know how the system works. Kevin O'Leary basically said, listen, after what happened this weekend, you know what I mean? If I was anybody should take all of their money out of any of these banks. Kevin O'Leary said as a strict business practice, right, at his company, he said he's a venture capitalist. So he said every company that he invests in that generates significant money for his company as a whole, he puts no more than 20% of total profits as a deposit in banks, right? Which I think is a very good business practice. But like I've been telling y'all for years, this system isn't designed for us, the poor people, the proletariat. It ain't designed for us. But we also starting to see that it's not designed for people that make a lot of money too, because just like what happened in Cyprus back in Greece a few years back, right? They bailed in, and not only on the poor people, but the big corporations as well. And the same thing is about to happen right here in America. Now, it's weird, or is it at the same time that they're talking about bringing in the metaverse and social credit systems? This happens, right? Specifically targeting and affecting tech industries. I wonder if Facebook is going to be affected by this. Now, Gary Cohn, who is now the current CEO of IBM, right? He should never be allowed to work in the industry again. Like Kevin O'Leary said, and Biden said this too, they should be fired. Anybody who was an exec chair board member of SVB that sat on that chair board amongst all of this happening should be fired. Gary Cohn wasn't fired when we had to bail out Goldman Sachs. Gary Cohn ended up becoming Trump's economic advisor board, whatever, and also he's now the current CEO of IBM. So like I say, it's just a job change, office change, man. You know what I mean? Same position and all of that, man. I've been telling y'all for years to not keep y'all money in these banks, man. I only keep money in the bank account when I need to pay a bill. I have no trust in this system whatsoever. I really don't want to have to deal with these banks, but you know, it's getting to the point where we have to. And even after Kevin O'Leary said, you know, we need to figure out different ways of, when you got big time billionaire rich guys like Kevin O'Leary telling you that, I would never keep all of my money in one of these banking institutions. You got Gary Cohn saying the same. Then you got Biden saying that all those guys over here at SVB should be fired. But what Biden does is over the weekend pass legislation that's going to just lighten up on all regulations. Basically, the banks are now going to be able to do whatever they want with absolutely no recourse, no fallback, no nothing. They could just do what they want. And who are the people that's going to suffer? Us. It's going to trickle down to us. I've been telling y'all what's coming, man. Right? Cryptocurrency. Man, y'all better understand what we are being perceptually prepared for. They are asset stripping us. And later on tonight, we're going to talk about primary water. Shout out to Auntie Deborah Tavares, man. We're going to be discussing primary water, the primary water cycle. And this also plays into what's going on right now, believe it or not. So make sure y'all click on the bell, subscribe to the page, right? Smash that bell, right? Click on the bell, share on your social engineer, man. It's only going to get worse, y'all. It's only going to get worse. Enjoy y'all evening. I'll see y'all later on, man. Hey.
Stacks with the facts. E&E. Stimulus package. Let's go. I'm from that nutty north. Acra Green, Cleveland, and have number streets. Windsor Terrace, Short North. On my north side, just ride with me. Brittany Hill, South Mott, New Jack, what's in the noon. Can't forget about P Street and L Block 2, cause they some goons. Nutty North, Acra Green, Cleveland, and have number streets. Windsor Terrace, Short North. On my north side, just ride with me. Brittany Hill, South Mott, New Jack, what's in the noon. Can't forget about P Street and L Block 2, cause they some goons. What you fuck niggas know about the north side? North side till I die, got a lot of pride. P Street where I saw my first homicide. Cause a Guffy working at the Dutchess for $1.05. What you fuck niggas know about Big City? South Cone, get a slushy for $1.50. Menus, egg rolls, best in the city. Big Daddy's had the freshest gear in the city. Stacks with the facts, ain't nobody fucking with me. Grown folks was a pop club in the city. Philly Grill had the best drinks in the city. Chef place closed down cause they drinks was shitty. Got love for the east side, love for the south side. Got love for the west side too. But I'm from up north where we get money and slide through your hood like it's a drive-through. Walk through your hood, not just drive through. Any hood I'm good, I'm that fly dude. All these bitches wanna kick it like Ryu. In my DM, kissy face, hi boo. If you from up north, rep that shit. Say it real loud with your chest, nigga. No NBA, no EA Sports, but I still ball on the best that nutty north. Acra Green, Cleveland, and have number streets. Windsor Terrace, Short North. On my north side, just ride with me. Brittany Hill, South Mott, New Jack, what's in the noon. Can't forget about P Street and L Block 2, cause they some goons. Nutty North, Acra Green, Cleveland, and have number streets. Windsor Terrace, Short North. On my north side, just ride with me. Brittany Hill, South Mott, New Jack, what's in the noon. Can't forget about P Street and L Block 2, cause they some goons. Brooklyn Mall was the best one we ever had. That's where I caught the patent leather Jordan 11s at. That's where I caught my first herringbone chain at. That's where I saw my first stone on cocaine at. Give me a beat, I'm a propane at. Mifflin Middle's where I learned to spit flames at. P Street where I really sold cane at. One of the reasons why the street is really named that. Straight facts, I ain't never gotta lie to ya. Northside pride, gotta keep it live for ya. My Crip niggas dark blue like they play for Hoyas. My blood niggas down moon like the Massa Wars. Can't forget about Genesee Avenue. That's where a nigga made dividends revenue. Murder Street, Miss Enos Jerk Barbecue. I advise Windsor and Cleveland Avenue. Caddy Corner, across the street, Tom's Corner Store. Just one thing, Windsor Terrace famous for. Can't forget about D&J's 4th and 8th. Agent's crib cooking up 4 ways and 8. On the north side, niggas, yeah, we really great. Name a better side of town, I sit and wait. All y'all other side of towns, y'all win the way. All y'all other side of towns, y'all win the way. Nutty North, Agla Green, Cleveland, Avenue, Number Street, Windsor Terrace, Short North. All my north siders ride with me. Brittany Hill, South Mott, New Jack, Joyce, and the Noon. Can't forget about P Street and L Block 2, cause they some goons. Nutty North, Agla Green, Cleveland Avenue, Number Streets, Windsor Terrace, Short North. All my north siders ride with me. Brittany Hill, South Mott, New Jack, Joyce, and the Noon. Can't forget about P Street and L Block 2, cause they some goons.